Yo guys, this is your artist Tolg, and today I will show you how to draw hands from different perspective, angles, shapes and all kinds of stuff. A few years ago I made this drawing tutorial for hands and I think it's time for an update, especially as this old video has no explanation at all. I know that drawing hands is very difficult for most of you, so I hope this tutorial will be helpful. In case you are new to this channel, I also made a similar tutorial on faces from different angles and expressions, so if you need a bit more practice for drawing faces, make sure to check out that video after this one. So now drawing hands is maybe the most difficult part together with the face. So don't get annoyed if you don't get it right the first time. Getting good at drawing is a long process and building a skill takes a lot of time. Do lots of repetitions to train your brain and to get used to it. You need experience to be good at something, and the only way to get experienced is to practice. So first we are drawing a relaxed hand from the side and the hand is kinda hanging in there, if that makes sense. What I like to do to make things as simple as possible is to start with very rough shapes of the parts I want to draw. When we are drawing hands, we usually start with the base, which is the backhand or the palm. For the fingers, you can also draw very rough shapes first, or even just lines, just to know how and where you want to place certain parts. The fingers consist of 3 equally long parts, and the tip of each finger is round. I will not go in detail with my explanation today, as I want the way I draw to do the talk. Alright, I like the shape of the first hand and I'm sure you can use this for some of your drawings. I will also color each hand so you have an idea how the shading works as well. So after inking, you can choose some skin color tones of your choice and start coloring and shading. We will add the shades on the right side and you can add the shades on the inner part of the fingers and on the palm. First hand done, and we can get right into the next one. Now the right arm is stretched out and the hand is about to open up. The fingers are not fully stretched out, which results in a very cool look. This can be quite difficult to draw, and we are again starting out with the very rough shape to build the form of the hand. After that, it's pretty easy to draw everything more detailed. Some fingers are more angled than the others, which gives it more dynamics. Okay, I really like this. It's a very cool pose for the hand, and I'm sure you can create amazing looking characters with this. Now we will do the coloring, and for this I will use heavier shading than before. That means we will just use a darker color tone for the shapes. Very good. Now to the next one. Now we will draw a left hand which is opened up and the palm of the hand is facing to us. We will again draw the very rough shape with the thumb and the fingers. Again, the fingers are separated in 3 equal parts, and you can also use your own left hand as a reference for this. Try it out, it really works. Perfect. This one also turned out pretty good. I like this pose and I'm sure you can use this one for your own drawings as well. We will now do the coloring the same way as for the previous ones. Very good. Next we got a very difficult one. Another halfway open up hand, this time from the side view with the small finger facing to us. We will surround this hand with energy later on, so you can use this one as an energy charging hand. And as the hand is in a relaxed mode, it will look even more badass. As you can see, I started out very roughly with the shape of the hand and fingers, so I know how it's built and looks from this perspective. And when you're happy with how your shape looks, you can draw the fingers more detailed as I do. Alright, now we will add some blue shading to this hand as we will surround it with blue energy, which will look amazing. I know that drawing this kind of pose was difficult, but if you made it, you can be proud of yourself. This was one of the most demanding hand poses today. Alright, amazing. And the next bar we will dedicate to fists, starting with a raised up fist with the thumb facing to us. First we're gonna draw the edgy structure of the fist very roughly, and then we will draw the bended fingers and the thumb in front. We will not start drawing details right away, just a better shaping of the fingers, if that makes sense. We will just start drawing the fingers more detailed when we have the perfect shape of everything. That will save us a lot of time and effort. That looks great. I think that wasn't that hard to draw. Drawing fists are usually easier than drawing open hands, and after inking we can do the coloring the same way as before. Alright, and now a punching fist. Again, drawing the very rough shape, and then we can draw the bended fingers with the thumb on the bottom part and the knuckles on top will be very visible and stand out. Looking great. I think this one was even easier than drawing the previous fists. Now inking and coloring the same way as for the previous hands. Alright, another one done, and now we will draw a fist punching up in the air but from the side view. This one is also not that difficult as we can see the thumb and the index finger only. We just have to bring the fist in a decent shape. Perfect. And now we will draw the last fist for today, and this is also the most difficult one. This one is not exactly punching, it is like a fist you make when you are angry. The fist will face us with the palm, but we can also see the knuckles very well, so it's a kinda difficult perspective to describe. The thumb kinda will be in the focus, and we can see each finger very detailed, and of course each finger is bended, so the hand can be shaped into a fist. You can take your time on this one, as it's a quite difficult pose as I said. That looks amazing, I think. With the finished ink it looks even better, and with colors and shading this one will be very good. Alright, I really like this one, and now to the last bar. I'm starting here with an open and tight hand with the thumb bended inwards and the hand is facing to us, like it's about to blast an attack directly to us. As you can see, I started out with a candle flame like shape, which helps us a lot to draw the hand in this position. The fingers are very tight together and you can use your own hand once again as a reference for this one. This one also looks great, I really like it, and I'm sure you can use this a lot for your drawings. Next we got the first one with two hands, which has to be the most difficult one yet. We will do a pose like the character is washing his hands, so one hand is above the other and about to grab or touch the other hand fully. Of course, starting out with very rough shapes of both hands and then getting more and more detailed. For this you can again take as much time as you need. Perfect. I like the shape and the proportions, and now we can ink this and give it some color. Perfect, looks great, and now, very close to the end, we got the most difficult one yet, which is a Kamehameha pose. We separate this box with a diagonal line so both hands will be the same size. The upper part of each finger and thumbs will be angled and the end of both hands are touching each other. This is a very dynamic pose, but definitely a very badass one. And when we got the perfect shape, we can draw the thumbs and the fingers more detailed. The hands are also shaped like they are about to grab something. Maybe this helps you to imagine the pose a bit more. Very good, guys. Now inking this, and then we will give this one blue colors as well, as it's blasting a Kamehameha. We will leave the inner parts of the palm and fingers white and will add the shades on the outer parts, so it creates a lightening effect. Perfect. I really like this one, and if you could draw that the first time, you are very advanced. If not, just try it a few more times. And now to the last one, and this is also a hand which is about to blast an attack to us. It's one open and stretched hand. That means that the thumb and the fingers are as straight and stretched as possible. Same process here as well. Drawing rough shape of the palm and the fingers and then starting to draw detailed. I'm sure you know that by now. Remember, each finger consists of 3 equal parts, and pay attention that you can fit the whole open hand in this box, but therefore we are doing the very rough shape first. That looks great. And now we will do the inking for the last time today and then give it the same way of shading like we colored our previous hands. Let's do this and then we will take a look at all the hands in the end. Alright guys, there we have it. 12 different hand poses, all from different perspectives and angles. We got relaxed poses, action poses, left hands, right hands, different angles, different perspectives, more easier ones and more difficult ones. I'm sure this video will be helpful for a lot of you guys and I'm sure that you can use a lot of these for your own drawings. Alright guys, we are at the end of this long video. If you enjoyed this, make sure to like the video and give me more tutorial ideas down below in the comments. I will upload this in full time on my real-time channel as well, so you can follow my steps even easier. And that's it guys, thank you all for watching and I see you on the next